have more tendency to believe God if you see a miraculous sign, if you see a miracle, if you see a wonder, if you see somebody get up out of a wheelchair and walk, if you see somebody who is deaf begin to hear, if you see anything that God obviously had to do because it couldn't be done in the natural? You know, we tend to think that we would, but let's look back at Numbers chapter 14 and verse 11. The Lord said to Moses, "How long will these people treat me with contempt? Will they never believe me even after all the miraculous signs I have done among them?" Now you think about this, the people in Numbers, these are the people who came out of Egypt. These are the people who saw the plagues on the Egyptians. They saw all these miraculous signs that God did. And yet here they are out in the wilderness, and God has shown them all this stuff. And at this point, the spies have gone into the land. They've come back with a good report. Well, 2 of them came back with a good report. It's a good land. We should go in and take it. The other 10 said, no, we can't do it. And even after all the miraculous signs that God had done, the people would not believe. I think God was a little frustrated. But then let's go over here to the New Testament. We think, well, maybe if we lived in the time of Jesus, that we would believe. What would we? In John chapter 12, verse 17 says, "But despite all the miraculous signs Jesus had done, most of the people did not believe in him." This is exactly what Isaiah the prophet had predicted. "Lord, who has believed our message? To whom has the Lord revealed his powerful arm?" So yes, it was predicted in the book of Isaiah that people, even seeing all these miraculous signs, they wouldn't believe. But why should we think they would believe in Jesus when they saw the miraculous signs he did, when they didn't believe God back in the Old Testament when he brought them out of Egypt? So how about you? Will you believe if you see a miraculous sign? Will you believe if you see somebody get up out of a wheelchair and walk? Will you believe if you see somebody who is blind to be able to see, or somebody that was deaf be able to hear? Or will you believe because Jesus said in John chapter 14 and verse 6, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except by me"? Will you believe because it says in Romans that if you believe in your heart and confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord, you will be saved? You know, you have to take this word, you have to take God, you have to take Jesus in faith, on faith. Not because you see a miraculous sign or anything, but just because he is who he said he is, and he does what he said he would do.